Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Coming out with it, it's Westbrook. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Washington State's offense will get first crack at it here. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougs.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic. And I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup. And here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years. But this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So Washington's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
he made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And some room to work. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finding an escape route. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Running into the open space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Got it in the middle, it's Gary. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. Snowed under by the defense.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Pressure coming. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is.
Intentional grounding.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. On the run, deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Makes the grab close to the logo. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to eat. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Huskies are rolling down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point here will tie the game. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Freeman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Fires to the middle. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on fourth down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Touchdown, Washington! Stealing a score on special teams. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And there he goes. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Moves away as he feels pressure. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. I'm less of a citrus guy, fellas, more of a Honeycrisp fan. We'll see which team comes out on top in the Apple Cup.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Got the first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them look.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fix going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you've got a good plan running out of the locker room. And then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to the well. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Punch it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was oh so close to breaking that return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll run it to the right. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Thurman. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Washington State will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Back open in the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
On the run, still looking. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Looking to throw again. Here's a heat. This time it's complete.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. He's loose down the middle. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Washington State going quickly. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Jukes his way for more. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. He lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just
too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays.
Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll immediately call timeout.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some outbreaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Cougars. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. One more play to pad the stats. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got it. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.